starting at the top of the framework, when we're looking at an overhaul of 1/8 of the entire U.S. economy, we cannot settle for an imperfect policy because we only have one bite at the apple. Obamacare has already proven to us that settling for a better policy caused all these problems right now. So now when we look at a healthcare reform again, we must do the best policy possible. Onto their case, two key overviews. One, ILS 20 tells you that M4A will destroy healthcare for 70% of seniors because private insurance payment covers the gap between their medical coverage and full coverage. You should prefer this because regardless of cost, M4A's reimbursement rate will be lower and seniors will be harmed. This is clean drop, and this is the first way where we can cleanly vote for the cons. Then let's go on to a specific argument. There's something about like helping the small businesses. One, we tell you that small businesses are actually going to be harmed by M4A because NIR 18 tells you that the increased cost of innovation means that there's going to be an early exit of investor-dependent biotech startups. So all their impacts about small businesses being good to innovation will be given by us, and this is a clean drop. So this is another reason for you to vote for us on their flow. Then on to subpoint B about mental illness. In their throughout this entire argument, they never give you any impact your lives, and you can pull economy out of low productivity, but you cannot pull people out of their graves. So at the end of the day, whoever links to saving more lives is the one that wins the round. Then let's go on to innovation. They have two burdens of proof for value-based pricing. One, they need to prove that in Medicare for all will actually lead to value-based pricing, where the bill actually just says price control, and two, there's no way of assessing the value of a drug, and you can't trust the government. They need to prove these two before they get any sort of their arguments. Then on to a subpoint B about access. We tell you there's going to be a doctor shortage. Type 20 tell you that when M4A increases the long hours for doctors and cut their pay by 40%, that will mean that a quantified 44,000 physicians in shortage. That means that when you see a doctor in short, whatever benefit they get in the pro world will never be able to get to because doctor shortage prereqs any of the benefits. Then on to my case. The best place in today's round where you can be voting for us is our supplement A about innovation. We tell you that developing new drugs is a high cost and high risk business. The Demasi 16 emphasizes that to discover and develop a new drug on average, it takes a company $2.9 billion. Tosini then knows that what makes a high cost worse is the 1 in 5/7 chance that the new drug will get approved. That's why when M4A decreases the price, Luby 20 estimates that M4A will bring down drug prices by 70%. That MBER finds that decreasing price by just 40% will lead to 60% less R&D projects taken. We tell you that in the past, U.S. innovation has increased life expectancy by 73%, and if we cut the cash flow to AMR drugs right now, by 2050, 10 million lives will be solved. This is our only chance of getting this treatment, and we should not be giving that chance now. Their only response is that there's going to be a mild price regulation and that increased demand offsets. But we tell you that when Ruby quantifies that M4A will decrease drugs by 70%, that is not a slight decrease in drug, that will be a tremendous decrease in drug prices, and that will mean that people will not be getting the prices. At the end of the day, we outweigh because one, while nowhere in the round did they tell you how and why uniquely M4A will help people and save lives, we guarantee you that 10 million lives will be lost the moment you import the moment you have M4A. And two, we tell you that M4A hurts people and destroys people's lives around the world when they only impact out to several thousand lives in the US. Third, we tell you that antimicrobial resistance is never going to get a treatment if we don't do innovation now. That's why we're always going to prefer condoms.